Merry Christmas to everyone here. Hello, Merry Christmas, Dr. Sunny. Merry Christmas, Matala. Andrew, Merry Christmas. Everybody is in silent mode, I guess. Hendrik, nice to see you.
They cannot be. They will have to speak because today is an exciting day. As some of us are celebrating, many people are suffering, from different and various medical conditions. Who can you help with the information that you're going to be hearing tonight? There are many people out there in the hospital lounge, in their bed at home, suffering from various, and not to even talk about financial poverty. There's health poverty, there's financial poverty. We created this platform to satisfy the curiosity and the needs of so many around the globe. Why aren't they here? They're not here because you are not invited them, right? That's the reality of it. If you invited them, they will be here right now. But the program, the platform is going to grow now as more and more people. I've already sent invite to about 3,000 people in all my various social media and my WhatsApp group. Majority of you are here right now actually came as a result of my invitation. So if me and I alone can actually do this, why can't you do at least one person you invited? There are 8 of us here right now. If every single person of you actually invited one person, that would have been about 16. Can you see? It's a number game. But this is not just about you hearing a week in, week out, which is great, but who can you actually support? Who can you actually help? As one of my doctor friend, Dr. Singh, he said, Dr. Sunny, many people around the globe are suffering. He said, how much can you and I do? It's all about providing information. We're not here to convince anyone about anything that they want to do, they wish to do. We are here to provide information that could save life fundamentally. That's the reason why we're here. So we welcome all of you here, Patricia, Sam Baker, Mandela, Joe, Andrew, Herrick. Herrick is our main presenter for tonight, which is going to be about longevity, about life-sustaining system that have been built by one of our partners and one of our signature partners in terms of product that have been saving people's life. I tell you my experience very recently about this ASEA product. This is me, right? I'm just telling you exactly what happened to me actually this week. I had a bit of patches in my head here, right here, and on the other side as well. So when I was presenting, then Angela said to me, oh, I can see there's some patches in your head here. She said, I can see it from the Zoom. I said, yes. He said, why don't you spray your ASEA product? So I went in, then I just sprayed the bottle. This was, when was it? This was last Saturday. And today I was touching my hair when I was in the bathroom trying to shower. It disappeared. It's gone. This is a marvel that this product can actually do. So this product, they're not fish and chip stuff. They are really real McCoy, the real thing that actually can save and provide a lot of solution for people's life. Yeah, we might be 1 or 2 persons week in, week out, but we are pushing. You will not believe it. More and more people are actually buying the product. Last week alone, I think we have about 4 or 5 people who actually bought their own packages, using it to support and help so many people around the globe. And in the course of this week and next week, we have so many people. We are organizing a lot of roadshow in January in Birmingham and also in London. And we'll be sending you that invitation in a not very distant future. Believe me, this is a real thing. There's a need for it. Yes, the need that would provide a lot of opportunities and possibility for many people who are actually listening to it. So today, I'm going to hand back now to our host, who is going to now introduce our main speaker. And the main speaker for today, after the speaking, then there'll be question and answer in terms of what it's going to be. Then we'll come into a conclusion. But Saturday, don't miss it. Saturday is going to be a buzzer business opportunity in health and wellness and many other things that is actually happening. 2025 is your time in terms of good health and financial freedom. Stay tuned, and I am also staying in tune. See you soon.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Sunny. So it is an honor to introduce someone who embodies innovation, dedication, and a profound passion for health and wellness. Henrik Schulz, everybody. Henrik has been a trailblazer in the health and wellness sector, championing the transformative power of cellular health. With extensive experience, he has been he has been instrumental in showcasing the groundbreaking benefits of ASEA, a revolutionary solution utilizing redox signaling molecules to optimize cellular performance and enhance the overall well-being. Henrik's commitment lies in empowering individuals to embrace a healthier, more vibrant life through science-driven approaches. His expertise and enthusiasm have inspired many to explore ASEA as a cornerstone of longevity and vitality. And joining him with today is Dr. Sunny Ahonsi. He is also a renowned expert in health and wellness. Together, they will delve into how ASEA and holistic wellness practices are paving the way for enhanced longevity and improved quality of life. So please extend a warm welcome to Henrik and Dr. Sunny as they lead us on the journey to better health. Thank you, everybody. Over to you, Dr. Sunny and Henrik.
Well, like I said, the introduction, the very purpose of this particular platform is to educate everyone in terms of their health. Today is all about what we have. You cannot give what you don't have. So one of our doctor mentioned a few days ago. So we can only give you what we have. And that is life itself and something that sustains that life using our medical team, our health and wellness team. As you have already listened to the introduction from our host, we're going to be introducing now and bringing to the platform Henrik Schulz, right? All the way from the continent of Belgium. No, not Belgium. Germany. No, not Germany. London. Yeah. All of that combined together. The reason why I'm mentioning all those names deliberately, Henrik has helped so many people around the globe to gain good health, right? And he had been a champion and a supporter of what it takes to help so many people getting out there with information in terms of what it takes to have good health. People are saying to me, why don't you rest? Today is the day of Christmas, but would you believe it? 90% of the world population are suffering from various medical conditions. Some are so critical that they need this information. So we are live 365, and if it's a leap year, 367. If God had added additional days a week, we will continue to supporting many people, providing all this information that will help people to develop and bolster their immune capability, their immune system. This is what we're all about. Sickness or medical condition does not observe holidays. So why should we? So Henry, you have our undivided attention to present to us today cellular health and what is brought about by ASEA. Your floor is open and you already been made a co-host. Welcome to the podium.
Thank you so much, both of you. Thank you so much for everybody to be here, even on Christmas Day. I'm sitting here not in Germany and not in Belgium. I'm sitting in Denmark in the southern part, only 30 miles from Germany, but in Denmark, southern part. I'm from here, so I'm not origin from England, but hopefully you can understand me anyway. But I'm gonna tell you about is very, very important for you and also for some loved ones, maybe close to you. So I have made some presentation about this incredible breakthrough. And like Sonny is also saying, our body, yeah, it's signaling every day with our cells, even in Christmas Day. So therefore, I have made a little presentation. Maybe this is important news for you. Hopefully it is. And I'm gonna do like this, I think. Can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Great. Thank you. I'm just gonna take this up there. Great. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming in here to see something about your health, how you can help your own body to perform better. I met this incredible company and product 9 years ago. I was one of the first one in Europe to experience what this product is doing to our body. At that time, I was 48 years old when I met this product. My body age was 62. I was not living that well, and I was kind of very heavy. I had much too much kilo on my body. Today I'm 57, and I have a body age of 33. Now I can compete in triathlon. I can do everything, never have pain, always sleeping well. So it's about cell communication. Maybe it's also important for you to know more about how you can help your body, your own body, to feel much, much better. So 15 years I've been in these industries where you can help other people to feel better. So I have been around the world, see what this is doing to people, and build a business in 22 countries and having hugs from a lot of people that you can help from coming with a product that's not coming from the pharmacy and having a lot of side effects. So what I'm going to tell you about is this breakthrough that is behind this incredible company. And I only to tell you something about what this is not. It's not a vitamin. It's no mineral. It's no antioxidant or exotic juice, essential oil or CBD oil. Nothing bad said about that. But that's ingredients. And this acid redox goes beyond nutrition and ingredients. Actually, acid redox impact your health in a depth that no other supplement has ever come close to achieve. And for many, this is the missing link to better health. So this is a cutting edge technology. You cannot compare it with anything else that you ever have seen. This is a new category in health and wellness. And for 2 decades, science have declared this as being impossible ever to make outside your body. So we say that we have the biggest breakthrough in health science that we are going to see in our lifetime. That's big word. Maybe after this, you're going to think maybe this is right. Because what we are having is the world first and only cell signaling supplement. And that's backed up by 7 world patents. And we have more than actually now more than 1,000 trade secrets. We have no competition, no copycats, and it's a 15 years old company. And even after 15 years, not is somebody coming even close to what we have here. And that's very important because your body is 75 trillion cells in your lungs, in your blood veins, everywhere in your muscles. Everything is cell. And they are communicating these cells more than 1 million times per second. That's how we can breathe. That's how we can live. That's like everything can grow around your body until the last day we're going to be here. But any breakdown in important cell signaling, and you cannot achieve your full potential. When there's a problem in a cell, it would be like it doesn't matter how much vitamins you're eating, or even if you're running a marathon every week, because if your cells can't signal, a little else matters. So a breakdown in your cell is like your house is on fire. What would you do? Take your cell phone and get the fire department to come to find a solution. But of course, if you're not having any connection, if you're not having any cell communication in your mobile phone, the fire department can't hear the exact address, maybe not reaching them at all, so the house is going to burn down. So here it could be what you are doing, what you are putting into your body every day. Good and bad things, but also vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, all this other stuff. But of course, if your body can't signal, then your body cannot absorb all these good things that you're putting into your body. So this is the only product available today to provide these redox signal moleculing outside the body. And it doesn't matter where you're going down, how deep you're going in your body, because if it's a brain, if it's some vein problem, if it's some mental problem, if it's some pain you have in your back, it's about cell communication. So it's also about, if you're good for sport, anything, it has with cell communication to do. And it's produced right now inside all your cells. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. It's called redox signal moleculing, because it's this signal that make your body make cell communication. Therefore, it needs a signal. So inside your cell, you can take your cell like this, like a bag of salt water. And inside that bag of salt water, there is a lot of mitochondria. The more important the cell is, the more mitochondria. So is it a cell in your gut? It could be maybe 5 or 10 mitochondria. Is it a cell in your brain? It could be 2,000-3,000 mitochondria. So, but when they are making ATP or energy to us to be alive, then it's also producing redox signal moleculing. It's written medical books about that since 1926, more than 1,200 books about that. So these molecules, they are native, not only natural, that's berries and such things. These are native, because you cannot live without this. You can live for 3 weeks with no food. You can live for 3 days with no water. And you can live for 3 minutes with no oxygen. But you cannot live for 3 seconds with no redox signal moleculing. No signal, no life. But during our life, less and less, since our puberty, we are producing less of these molecules every day. But it's not only about how you live, it's also about how old you are, it's also how you live and how you protect yourself. But to produce this outside the body, that's always been said, it's impossible, never possible. It would be like having an elixir so you can feel younger. But that's actually what we are having here. And for 2 decades, and after 2 decades and millions of dollars have been spent here, then we had finished the product. And to have the redox signal moleculing outside the body in perfect balancing, exactly like they are found in your healthy cells. So this is the world and only redox signal moleculing. And how we make it, of course, we have a lot of patents, but I just had some of my group taking there every 6 months to the production facilities. Just had Judith, I don't know if Judith is here on the line, but she was there also from London, joining us over there to see how we can make this outside the body, exactly like it's made inside our cells. But what we're doing is actually a copy of what's happening inside our body. You take pristine salt water and then take it in a turbine for 3.5 days. And when the salt water have been there in circulation for 3.5 days, it's not salt water anymore. Then it's broken down to free floating atoms. And at that time, you can reconstruct salt water to something else. So don't think that this is or salt water with redox signal moleculing. This had been salt water and made to redox signal moleculing, like we are built from 75% salt water. Therefore, I can take this and put it into a spray bottle. I have contact lenses, so it's not a good idea to bring anything into my eyes, and for sure not salt water or water. But I can take exactly the same like it's already there, and it'll always only give me energy, power, good for your eyes. If you have a problem with your sight, maybe some disease in your eyes, or to get freshness, that's the easiest way to get to the brain. If you're hanging with the head the first few hours at work in the morning, or you have problems when you're driving at night with the lights, you're going to see how fast that is working. So this is a copy of what's happening inside our body all our life until the last day we're here. Like it says in the old medical books, we are going down until the last day. And when it stops, then the last signal is going to be used for having the heart going on. And when that stops, everything ends. So this is validated by third-party independent science. It's two different products, main products, from the inside out and for the outside in. And that's protected. We have now in Europe, in Madrid, a laboratory to guarantee every week that this is the truth. It is redox signal moleculing outside the body. And to have all the topic versions tested, we have Dermatest in Germany giving 5 stars on all our products. So we know that this can't harm anything at all. It's made from salt and water, but you can see on your only visible organ, on the skin, what's happening. So you can see exactly what this is doing with wrinkles. I heard that it's wrinkles at men and fine lines at the women. So see in 4-week study, take a picture of yourself and see what's happening in only 1 month. Stretch mark, all these lines, but also you can see in the cell renewal how quickly that's happening. We made a test from Stevens Laboratories, so really can see how fast that is going. To take picture of yourself or your neighbor or your colleague or your mother or your daughter. Also what this is doing with sports people, because it's easy to measure, because they know what pulse they are having when they have ran 3 miles, or know exactly how many kilos they can take down in the gym. So it's easy to see what this is doing. And we have also measuring on mice. Normally you are using mice tests to medications, to find out a maximum dose. For ASEA to be a medicine, it has to be on a maximum dose. So what was tested here was to find out a deadly dose on ASEA on the mice. And you're doing the same as you're doing in normal laboratories with medications. You take double dose and then double dose the day after and double dose the day after and double dose. So you just continue to do that until the mice is dying normally. And then you have your maximum dose. Therefore, ASEA can never, ever be a medical, because you cannot kill anybody by something what's native to your body. So the only thing what happened was actually after 7 days, these mice ran 29% further before exhaustion. Tourette Laboratories have made a 6-year-long test about ASEA with different people drinking ASEA for 8 weeks and then stopping to drink ASEA for 8 weeks. Not only to see what this is doing with our cells, because we know that every time you drink ASEA, that's doing something good for the rest of your life. But what about your gene expression? Your gene expression in your body is very, very important. And of course, we are not allowed to tell about that this is a treatment for cure any diseases, because we are a food supply. But what I can tell you, what Tourette Laboratories found out during these long tests, that was in only 8 weeks' time, you're having between 20 and 31% higher production of your gene expression. That means the light that brings the cell to function. And that was measured on 5 major areas of the health. That means in the immune system, or measured in the inflammatory response, in the cardiovascular health, in the health digestion, and in the hormone modulation. And if you only go down deep in one of them, then you have 15 pathway that this is steering. And very important pathway, like number 1 is about the serotonin receptor, why people get more positive when they drink this. Also, if you have damages, that's in number 2. It's also a very important one for somebody you know in number 11, about how you boost your body's own production of insulin. Very important was it for one of my best friends, number 13, with spinal cord injury. And also about the thyroid in number 10. But number 4, we have just made a huge test in Bath University in London about what this is doing with our NRF2 pathway. And that's our master antioxidant of our body. That means that oxidant that should protect all our genes and take care of our cell. So the glutathione is very, very important. I can only say if your body don't have any production of glutathione, then all your cells is challenged. That disease is called ALS or ALS. So therefore good to have a high production in your body. So what we are telling people, that's actually empowering them to feel better than ever before. And finding out, maybe this is also your missing link to better health and wealth. We can see by sports people what this is doing. Sorry, there's a mistake in this slide. We have 2 swimmers, Olympic gold winners, using this product for 9 years, Brita Larsson and Coley Miller. You can go and see their video where they're telling about this and how they increased their records. Dexter Yates, we can't see her face, but she is 80 years old, world champion in Ironman for women plus 70. 14 hours and 31 minutes, quite impressive. But also in the UK, we have the world's strongest man, Eddie Hall. When you go and Google Eddie Hall or go to YouTube and look after Eddie Hall and write ASEA, then you're going to see him telling a 30 minutes interview how he have used this product for 7-8 years. The gel, it's exactly easy to see what's happening with people when you're using this. So remember to take pictures. This is Reidun Bøhn, my good friend from northern Norway, who have used this. Normally it's on 28 days. Therefore it's called Renew 28. So therefore take a picture before you start and take your picture after 28 days, or maybe one half time, or maybe every week, so we can follow it, because this is not the most important product. This is the flagship, no doubt about that. But it sounds too good to be true. So just to see with your own eyes what's happening, that's important. So take pictures. This is in a whole other age. So also what this is doing. But of course, with everything what have with skins to do, wrinkles, stretch mark, cellulite, everything. It could be acne or elder spots or something like that. Take pictures. That's what you see with your eyes. That's what this incredible gel is doing. When you're drinking it, you feel incredible changes. But that's inside. That may take longer time. But this, you can see it with your own eyes, what this is doing. But more important is, we found out what this is doing with discomforts, directly where the problem is. So instead of having some medication or something that you can't feel the pain, this is actually taking soldier on your side. That's taking this 3 times in 5 minutes directly where it hurts. So I'm always having a little sample of this in my pocket, wherever I am, and wherever I am in the world, because that's a part of my outfit. Because I need to tell and show people when they have pain somewhere, and give them some samples and show them what this is doing with 3 times in 5 minutes. Maybe they had that problem for 2 months, 2 years, and it's like this. And if I just tell them, okay, you have pain in your shoulder. How does it, there, okay, there. Okay, then we take the gel 3 times, 5 minutes where it hurts, and then do the same after 10 minutes, and you're going to be shocked. Or if people can't go down their knees, try to go down their knees, how much and where it's a pain. take it on their knees 3 times in 5 minutes. Try to do it after 10 minutes. You would be surprised. This is Rosie, and we know his son, John, and he started Rosie on the product when she was 84. And after 7 weeks, Rosie wanted to stop on the drink and on the gel because she was not sure if it was doing anything good to her. It was a good idea that John had taken the photo so she actually could see with her own eyes that this has done something already after 7 weeks. And here Rosie is 86, 87, and at her 90th birthday. So this is actually what this is doing. And we have a lot of pictures also from Denmark. What is happening with people in this age? That's, of course, when they have lower production naturally. You feel it, they feel it directly on their sleep, on their energy. So take picture and see how life is coming back in elder people's eyes. So maybe I'm right. Maybe we are having the greatest health science breakthrough of our lifetime. We have indeed incredible products with these cell signaling products with redox in the left corner. And I just heard today we are having a new product coming here to Europe in the first quarter of 25. And that's going to be directly set to one problem in the body. So it's going to be much more aiming now. Like instead of having light in all the room, we now have a new product that we could go like a laser to hit. So we are developing new products in our fantastic laboratory in Salt Lake City. You're very welcome to join us next time to come over there. We have to complete our skincare system with, of course, the Renew 28. We have everything to do it the perfect way. We have a foam to clean off, to make everything ready. And then you use the Renew 28. We have also a toner that's made from Edelweiss, what is a plant from the mountains, is giving a lot of effectivity in the skin. We're having a serum, and finally also a moisturizer. So only made clean. Everything in this company is made totally pure with no mysterious substances. Like also we are having down in the left corner, we are having a Cervia. That's normally food supply. And somebody is saying, well, you just told us that you have the world best food supplement. So why are you having these? And of course, this has nothing with food to do. It's just registered as a food supplement, but this is cell signaling. You need to have the right food. You need to have the right materials. But now we have the labor. So therefore, maybe also you knew somebody through your life who did all the right thing, having a lot of vitamins, in the weekends running along to around and doing a lot of sports all their life, and maybe even then having problem with their health. And that's when you only have focus on the material. Of course, when you are running empty of labor, if it's coming 40 pallets with building materials, it's only coming 2 hand workers. It's like that. So here we can bring the hand workers, but you're also going to be sure that you're having the right materials. And a lot of the stuff you're buying in the supermarket today, it is not containing very much materials to help your body. So this is actually the way to help your body to have the right materials. Like Source is a multivitamin, so you don't need other vitamins. And it's also having superfoods. That means I lost a lot of kilo because of the green one, because you're having all these materials through small vitamin pills every day. So to eat them, to have them every day, 4 of them, is the same as having 2 balls with salad, 2 balls with fruit and berries, 1 ball with green grass, what is very important for calcium and magnesium. It's the same like having 1.2 deciliter of chlorophyll, what makes the plants and grass green, very, very healthy for you. And then in the top of that, we're having 20 different superfoods made outside from Europe. So it's really containing a lot of good stuff in there. Please have a look in our homepage and see what this is containing. Really incredible. The purple biome is for having the stomach, for having gut a good gut health. So you get balance in your gut. So therefore it's probiotica and prebiotica in the same product. So also the fiber part in these. So I saw incredible things happening indeed with people had a lot of medication to their life. They are very, very effective to get the stomach back. Often we have seen the last 10, 20 years, then when people's having gut problem, it only takes a few months, then you have problems somewhere else in your body. So by starting out to have a lot of materials at the right thing in your body at the same time to have the labor, that's really the right way to get your gut back in balance. And there everything starts to go the other way also. We have omega, that's fish oil. It's 3, 5, and 7. And there's also a lot of antioxidant inside, and also lime, so you don't get burps all the day, so you can feel that you're having fish that day. Only so you know about our powder products. Last thing what came here only 1.5 years ago. We made in our own laboratory. It's Redox Power. That means it's powering different parts in your body like this. So if you need energy, very, very effective. Instead of having Red Bull, Monster drink, and too much coffee, this is much cheaper. It costs about 1.5 pounds for a dose of this energy, and it's 5 minutes after, and 4, 5, 6 hours it's working. And that's also for if you want to come out to run or go in the gym, but also when you come home for work or school and maybe not having any energy, or I take it on the way out of the door every day because then I really feel the extra energy. And I mix it with Mind. You're going to have 0.3 liter water per dose of this. So I take the double and then take the red and the green, the red and the yellow together. Mind is for everything cognitive. And that's really everything. That could be from young people who's having too much energy, too much power in their body, doing too many things to keep calmness there with all these different letters that kids is having today. It could also be in a whole other age group when you're having with elderly people who can't remember what their neighbor's name is anymore. I saw a fantastic thing happening with these drinks made only from fruit and berries and nice stuff. And the last one, Mood, is made from saffron. And therefore we also allowed to tell that this is very good to depression, anxiety, and stress. Because saffron is known as the nature's own happy pill. And indeed also with sleep, Mood is very important. Drink it like 2, 3 hours before bedtime, and then you really feel this calmness. And I heard from all kind of different people that this calmness that brings just you're much more down, and you can feel and you can measure it on your pulse watch that your quality of the sleep is much higher, and that's less than 1.5 pound each for these. So what we are having the complete cellular health, because you are both having the labor and the materials as the only one, because everything else you're going to have is materials only, but we're having the labor to make it happen. So this is about life to change, and that's with an incredible company called ASEA. ASEA is located in Salt Lake City in Utah. There we are having our headquarters, we're having our laboratories, and we're having our production facilities. Our boss in the company, he's 85 years old. His name is Verdus Norton. He's a Fortune 50 executive. He was sitting as a vice director for Kraft Food. He had a great position all his life, and he retired himself when he was 57 only. But such a guy can not only play golf and having his hand in his pocket all his life. So of course, after retirement, he was sitting in different boards around, and also having a company together with his son that was called Strategic Link, a company that they were helping people to get more effective. So they were having that company, and at that time they met a little medical industry trying to make these molecules outside the body. And Verdes was the only one to believe in that this could be possible. And if it could be possible, he also knew that this could be very big. So they couldn't manage to get it finished at that medical center. So Verdes and Tyler found the right people with a lot of money and found some people with a very big brain like Gary Samuelson. And Gary Samuelson, he managed with his team, he's a PhD in atom physics, and he made with his team it possible to make these molecules outside the body. And if it was you and me making these products or having this incredible breakthrough, I think we will have thought about the same. We're going to find somebody else to bring it around the world, to bring it out in the pharmacy. And of course, they were thinking at the big pharma logic. So the big pharma didn't believe in that this was true, that they had redox signal moleculing outside the body. Now that more than 1,000 books were written about this, that this was never going to happen. And how should that be possible to make salt water outside the body? So they want to have 2 months where they could test it out on their own laboratory, just to be sure that this was not the truth. In the same 2 months, Verdes and Tyler found some test persons and took them in the media, also to push the price up for the medical industry to buy this. So they found 40 people and having middle to heavy conditions, and said that after 2 months, we're going to take them in the media again. So you can see that it doesn't matter if it's about a pain in your knee or mental problem. It's going to have an effect no matter what. At that time, after 2 months, the big pharma came back and was very interested to buy Acea. Very, very much interested. Actually, they want to buy it for 10 times more than Verdes or Tyler want to have. So they were skeptic why they want to buy it for such a high price. And that was also because they want to close everything down. They want to burn all patents. And with this price, making sure that this was never going to come out to anybody. But at that time, they also found out that the 40 test persons, they were not only 40 test persons in the US anymore. Now it was 135 test persons in 20 different countries. Without that, these people were put anything in front of them economically, or that they were asked to share this with a lot of people. Just that Verdes or Tyler found out that some people is built like that if you have a great effect yourself, they cannot keep quiet to other people. So they found out it was not a good idea, because it was going to be closed down if they said yes to all this money from the big pharma. So they had to make the decision, and they said no to the payout and said yes to people, principles, and purpose. And that's why we are here today. That's why this product is coming around the world like this, like people talking to people, talking to people. And that's the way we educate people how to do this, how to help other people. And it's also about your personal experience, because you're going to see you're not going to be a super businessman or have a long education to do this. Everything is about your story. When you tell your story, this happened with me, or show them a photo, show them what happened, how many kilo, what can I run today, whatever. You're going to hear all these stories from all kind of people. That could be human beings, they found out. Also what this is doing to animals. You're going to see a lot of veterinarians in this company. And also what this is doing to plants. So you can take a rose hanging with the head, take it out of the vase, put it out in a glass with Acea and film what's happening in 2 hours. Maybe then you're going to be convinced. So it's also about your personal experience. You can see people is putting films from their flowers or from their golden retriever or from their grandmother. But everything is about your personal experience. So it's natural to share it with others. It's like people sharing with people or word of mouth referral program. And that's instead of making all the commercials You know all the commercials every day in the television. That's paid from you. That's the only one to pay. Traditional company is spending a lot of money on MAD. MAD is marketing, advertising, and distribution. Actually, 60 to 80% of the cost of a product is there. So if you ever bought something for £100 and thought that this was really not more than £30 worth, you were right, because everything else was MAD. That was marketing, advertising, and distribution. And it's not going to come less of that. We can see that advertising is going to be more and more and longer, and soon it's not going to be space for any programs in the television anymore. It's only going to be commercials. So what ASEA is doing, that's helping customers to buy directly at the company. So they're going to get the cheapest price all over the world. You can do that as a customer. And you can help other also to get the cheapest price, because we are not going to make commercials. We're going to use you eventually to tell your story. We are using normal people to come around the world to tell the story. And of course, you can have the cheapest price as a customer, but maybe already now you think about other people. Maybe you think like, oh, my neighbor's having asthma, my sister's having this problem, or my father's every day struggling with then you're the right type. Maybe to think like, could I have a business here? Could I have this product for free? Or could I have some extra money? Here, you are not responsible for a lot of products at stock. You're not having anything to do with payment, and you're not having anything to do with shipment and handling. ASEA is doing all these things. So the only thing you're going to find out, who do you know who wants to have a better life? Who do you know who's having daily problem? Who wants to sleep better? Who wants to perform better in the gym? Write down all these names. What I know, all these people's built from cells. And it's important because it's about life. And of course, the longer time you're here, people you talk to, you can earn beyond yourself. And the bigger team, the bigger income potential. That was what I saw 9 years ago and thought like, okay, I'm going to do this full time from day one. This business is not doing, it's not made for doing it from day one, but actually I did it from day one and until now, 9 years, and great success. But of course, that was hard in the start. I had to contact a lot of people because there's a lot of skeptic people out there that think like, that's too good to be true. They know maybe some of them is believing more in their doctor, and that could be dangerous. So you're not going to be an expert. You are the messenger, not a message. So you're going to give the message to people, and that's through a video. Just share a video. You're not going to be an expert. You're not going to read 6 books before you're going to talk with your mother or your daughter. You're just going to share a video. And when people have a look at this, maybe in a half an hour, 40 minutes, or maybe you bring them in here next Wednesday, then they can have a look on this. And if the thing is, wow, fantastic, very good. And if they're throwing stones after us and thinking, no way I'm going to do that, that's also good. That's what we are paid for. That's share between the people you know. Some say yes, some say no. And that's how I did it. I started somebody in the US. They knew somebody who wants better health in Ireland. And they know somebody in Germany that knows somebody in Philippines, that knew somebody in Australia. And again, they knew somebody in the US. So we can have customers all over the world. And you have your own administration in here where you can look at it every day, how much your customer is buying for, how many customers you're having, and everything. And that's through this incredible company. So you're very welcome to come over there, over here. During the springtime, we're going to go over there again to see both the headquarters and the production facilities you can see in the bottom. And what we are doing, we know we have 19 distribution centers around the world to send these products very quickly out to your address, or to your friend's address, or your father's address. Also in the UK, we're actually having our own distribution center in the UK in Birmingham. So I heard some of Dr. Sonny's customer last week had their products sent home in less than 24 hours to their address. So we are very effective So we have everything behind this. Everything is ready. Everything is ready for you to tell people about this. And you can have freedom by helping other people to feel better. And we are now shipping out to 36 different countries. And we're going to open up for 10 more countries during 25. So almost everywhere we are with a unique product. And the last 40 years, everything about health and wellness have been a lot about vitamins, minerals, antioxidant, exotic juice, fish oils, all this, and that's a lot of good stuff. But we are having redox. That's a whole other level. We are having the labor for our body. So the next 40 years, it's going to be about redox. You're going to hear this for the first time today, but I'm sure you're not going to hear about that for the last time. This just started, and I know a lot of people out there is waiting for us. Please go out and tell about this. We are pioneering in a whole new category of science. We have high impact, life-changing technology. You're going to be added to our Facebook groups, some of them with more than 25,000 members, putting out their stories every day about their sister, daughter, grandmother. Or we also have with pets, sites with more than 25,000 members also, with veterinarians and everybody putting out stories every day to see what this is doing. So we know what we have in our hands. We cannot tell everything about the bottles. That's the regulation, but we can tell a lot of things what redox signal molecule is doing into our body. And we have this validated by third-party independent science. And no copycats. No Chinese copycats here. Even after 15 years, we have all patents and nobody even close to us. We changed the water and changed the salt about a year ago, not because only to make it better, but also to take 30 new years patents. So some of my friends said in the start, but Henrik, we are feeling well. I'm not having any problems. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're only eating vitamins and running all the time every day. Still your body every day is producing less and less until the last day. So it's not if you need it. Everybody needs it. But virtually nobody knows about it. And that gives tremendous financial opportunity for you and somebody close to you. It's about telling people about this. And we are growing every year. Last year, making 135 million euro in sale. And actually, with our heart, we are sharing this product around the world. We are having our own foundation where we, as associate and head company, is spending a lot of money to help people in poor countries with our own Advancing Life Foundation. We have built commercial school in Ecuador. Even after 5 years now, we are still paying also the salary to all the teachers. We have taken 110 kids out of prostitution, child prostitution in Philippines with our own squad team. We have now 9 dogs to help with earthquakes, finding money, finding people everywhere. We have built for 2.5 years drain system in Cambodia to help people there who don't have access to clean water. And we are actually only a few months ago, we started a whole new project about education in Zambia. So we are not only saying that we want to change something, we are doing it instead of only telling people that we want to make a change in your life. We are making change for ourselves and making change for thousands of people around the world in health and wellness, skincare, and sport. It's easy with sport because they can measure on their body. So if you know somebody who's going to run the London Marathon next year, talk with her. And she's going to find out on her pulse watch. You know somebody who's struggling with something, find them. And you're going to have the right payment in this company. And the right payment here is hugs and goosebumps when you do a change for people. So just the last side, what is your choice? No, thank you. It's not interesting for me. Maybe you know somebody. Maybe you know somebody that could be very important for them to be here on Dr. Sonny's Zoom, maybe Saturday, maybe next Wednesday, just to see if this could be something for them. It could also be, oh, let me try this. What if I try this? We have 30-day payback guarantee. So even if you're going to find out the bottles and testing out if that's doing something good with your sleep, pain, test out what this is doing. Did he say in 28 days? That means I can test it out in 28 days. And if I'm not seeing any change in this, yes, you can take the whole skincare kit and test it out and see what this is doing. And I know that you're going to see a change after 1 day. So we are doing that in all countries. And in the UK, it's less than 2% who wants to have their money back in the first 10 years we have been there. So enjoy better health as a customer. And maybe as soon as you feel something, you're going to say, I know somebody, can I have my product for free? And that could be a start. That's like everybody started in ASEA, having their own homepage where people can go in. That could be having downey.teamasea.com. And then people buying through Andrew instead of buying through Sonny or through me. Then you're paying a one-time fee of $40 or £38. And then people go there. And they're going to send the products to their address, and you're going to earn money every time when that's going to happen. This is our great boss. He is our hero. He was the one who said no to the medical company. Even when they came with such a lot of money, he was still saying no, because this was a project for him to come around the world to help people with these unique redox signal moleculing. It was not a project about money, only so you are sure about that. This company was not built on money. Then it was sold to the medical industry from the start. This is about people. And therefore, Verdes, he is our star. And he said, we are all at the start of something big with a great purpose. And right now is the moment that we are beginning to influence the future. So never say ever that you didn't get the chance. You got the chance today to change your life, to change your loved one's life, and to do something big instead of maybe doing average. Here you can really come to the top by helping other people to a better health.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic, Harry. I mean, that had been an amazing, you're not only going into the cellular function of this particular product, about the health aspect of it, you even gone into the financial aspect of it, which is actually a lot broader. Normally what we do on a Wednesday. On Wednesday, we normally focus on the health aspect of this particular product. And on Saturday, we focus on the marketing side, but you've been able to combine within the little time you have both of them, which is absolutely amazing. People were saying to me, oh, today is Christmas. Now, how many people do you know that they need the cellular signal on a Christmas day? How many? I give you, there are 8 billion people plus on the planet. How many of them do you think that they need their cell to signal, to communicate between each other? How many? If you're able to get it right, it's £10,000.
All of us. All of us.
Very good. Faithful, you got it right. So that 10,000, that's how much you are owing me, because that's the agreement.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were going to give it to me. For answering the question, that's why I jumped in quickly.
Faithful, you're absolutely spot on. Every single person. I tell you what I picked up before I go to all of you, what you picked up individually. Henry mentioned that our cell, our life depends on the way our cell function, right? Which is the signaling, and the NRF2, which is the transcription factor, right? That regulate a whole body metabolism, a whole body inflammatory system are incredible, right? How many of the 8 billion do you think that they need their red blood cells all the inflammatories and the cellular communication. How many? As Faithful Charity mentioned earlier, every single one. ICEA is all about people. And you can even turn it into a business yourself. January is coming right now. A lot of people made New Year resolution. What is yours? Who are you going to help? Who are you going to support with this health and wellness? Right? I just give you a very, very big background about myself, why the School of Bionatural was actually established. This story started 2011 when I took my son to the hospital in London. And we were waiting for a doctor or any intervention from a nurse for over 10 hours. Again, the backdrop of this story, I decided to go on a search in terms of how we can use technology to connect patient to doctor anywhere they are in the world. And in the process, we came across company like ICEA, who will support our client. If we scan your body and we're able to detect, or the doctor is able to find out there's a lot of negative stuff that it may not be good, then ICEA could be a very, very handy product intervention that can bring your body back to normality. How about if you're not actually sick at all? Well, this is where ICEA is actually more potent, more important for a ready-made intervention in readiness for the battles ahead, because our body needs to signal every single day. Did you hear what Harry was saying? After the age of 12, our cells, over 70 trillions. Yes, 70 trillion. Some of them are dying. Some of them are underperforming. Some of them are weak. What the readout signaling molecule does, those who are dead, it will help you to detoxify them, move them away from the system, so that your body will reach what is called a balanced state. And once your body is balanced, your immune system is optimized. And hence, you could remember today's topic is a longevity. How does it affect you? But I'm just going to share you something interesting one of my doctor friends sent to me yesterday. Have a look at this. And Aisha is going to share it with us right now. Aisha, are you there? What I've just sent to you from one of my doctor friends. I'd like you to listen to this, right? This is very, very, it's funny, but is the reality of what actually happened to us every single day. Aisha, are you there to demonstrate this on the screen of this particular property? Can you see there? People pop pharmaceutical pills with all sorts of known side effects without a problem. They drink it, you give them 36 tablets, they will swallow them all the way through. But offer them something natural and they become researchers themselves. Isn't that incredible? Can you see both pictures, the one to your left and the one to your right? We are reaching people all over the world with the best supplement that allows your body to function to the optimum level. And over 40,000 medical publication journals have been given on this particular subject. Millions and millions of people have been helped with this particular product in their system. I'm just going to share one of the stories with you. The story of Amandria, right? Amandria, a woman based in London that suffered from an autoimmune disease condition. Autoimmune. What that means, your body is rejecting some of the molecules in your body, thinking that they are foreign objects. Stay tuned and see the story. Then we will leave the floor open for people to ask questions and those who want to place order now for this particular product, not just for yourself, but for your loved ones who is suffering, who is in the hospital bed and everything else. Stay tuned. Yeah, I show it to all of us here. No, just a product, just the ASEA product. And the ASEA product. Okay. This is a product that you just heard about. This was sent to me a few months ago by one of my doctor's friends. When breakthrough happens, so do miracles. This is exactly the product that Henry is actually telling us about the health and wellness capability of the redox signaling. Can you see on the top left-hand corner at the very top, improve immune system function? Well, if that's what happened to your body, any sort of supplement or any medication designed to do that has covered your whole body, because that, if your immune system is good, then you don't have problem with inflammation, pain. You don't have problem with cardiovascular health, your heart, gut, your digestive system and your enzyme productions, your hormonal imbalances and balances. You don't have problem. You don't have any subtlety against free radicals attacks. Your cell are able to communicate effectively with one another. Can you see? This is what Henry was saying earlier. 3 seconds. If your cell on Christmas Day failed to signal, guess what happens? That's why we don't get let up. We don't give up, no matter what happens day in, day out. Completely native, free of any form of toxicity, supported by research clinically within study at different center of different universities, colleges, and research centers as far as this product is concerned. Now that you've heard all you've heard, are you able to support somebody? Do you know somebody who is actually not very well, who have been to a hospital, who have been to clinics, who have been to NHS, who have been to all the different medical centers around the world? Do you? You might be able to help. Some of you may have listened or read my invitation. Many people today, yes, some of us are celebrating, but majority of people, 90% of people in the world are suffering, or their loved ones are. Some of them are dying. Some of them lost the loved one. Just lost one of my aunt, and we'll be battling. Obviously, I mean, she's getting older and so forth, but I wasn't aware of her condition. I was only been told a few days before she passed away. So I couldn't save her or support her with the intervention of our redox signaling molecule. So the floor is going to be opened up now, and I'm going to pick up. Faithful, tell us what you've heard tonight. What are you going to do with this information? Tell us, first of all, what you do, Faithful, and tell us what you're going to do with this information that you've heard tonight. Let's go.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, everyone. I'm actually coming from a prayer meeting, so I haven't really had much apart from hearing the last part of what the redox can do and encouraging us to tell other people about it. And then towards the end of the financial aspects was what I heard when Henrik spoke. And then when you asked that question, I just decided to pop in, hoping that I get that 10,000 thing that you're going to give anyway. Or is it me giving you or you giving me? I don't know now. So what I'm going to do, I'm quite new to it. However, I've been enjoying what I'm hearing, and I've given my claps on the chat, for all the other aspects of it in helping people and humanity. So what I'm going to do is, by God's grace, if I'm able to keep attending the meeting, I will. And if I know anyone, I will introduce them to it. And for me, I'm also thinking about getting some of the products for myself. And when I'm very clear as regarding the financial aspect and how I'm going to be earning money as well, then I'll jump in on the bandwagon. Thank you very much, sir.
Very good, Faithful. So, Faithful, what I need to do, I'm going to ask Ash to reach out to you. I think I might have your numbers actually. How did you hear about this platform?
We met in Excel and you didn't want me to go. I'm the lady Catherine that you met at Excel. And you didn't want me to go. And I was following you. And I told you that I have a sister, Elizabeth.
Catherine,
yes,
Catherine,
sir.
you disguise your name here.
That's the name I use all the time on my Zoom,
Okay.
even for prayer meetings and church activities.
Fantastic.
So sometimes I just jump into Zoom with it. You see what I'm saying?
Wonderful.
Yeah,
I actually sent you,
yeah,
sent you an invite today, actually. So yeah, okay. I got your detail, and I think you and Catherine, sorry, you and Elizabeth, we need to finalize your account, right? I need to start getting you guys working, and you turn around 2025, you will never have to work for nobody. You have your own business as an entrepreneur in the process. That's the whole idea of this particular platform. This is not about money making. It's all about functional lifestyle. Two things we do here. We provide people to support their health, and in the process, they also support their financial. Why do you think doctors are educated at university? They spend 8 to 10 years of their lifetime. Why do you think they do so?
I suppose they need to know.
They provide
have the knowledge.
Yeah, they provide the knowledge. They have the knowledge. They provide support in terms of our help, but in the process, they get paid, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why doctor went to medical school. Pilot went to pilot school. Accountant go to accountancy school. And every profession, they go to their own because their skill is in demand and they get paid in the process. Here, we simply just find people who are suffering. We say, look, why don't you try this? Millions and millions of people have been supported with this particular product, intervention, at the different quarters. Right, let's go to great, Catherine. So you and I will be speaking soon. Let's go to Otovia. Otovia, what you've heard so far, what are you going to do with this information today? You can tell us where you're based at the moment. I know you're based in Tanzania, you're based in Bolivia, you're based in Germany, you're based in London, anywhere you're based. Tell us, Otovia. Open your camera and talk to us. The information you've heard today, what would you do with it? Otovia, have you gone to cook? Okay, let's go to, right, Otovia will react. Let's go to Joseph. Joseph, you've heard, you have all the different presentation, the health and wellness aspect of it, and also even the financial. More of the financial will be discussed on Saturday. See, we don't go away. If this year is not a leap year, is it? If it's a leap year, then we'll work, 366 days. But 365, we are up and running. Joseph, tell us, unmute and tell us with the information you heard today, what would you do with it? Joseph? Joe, if you don't answer, we'll come to your house. Yeah, tell us.
We got two Joseph here, Joseph Kewo or Joseph Shelley.
Hi, Joseph.
Are you talking about Joseph Shelley?
Yes, you're now the one that you're speaking. Yeah, talk to us. The information you have so far today, what would you do with it?
Unfortunately, I missed the presentation part. I just got home to connect.
Okay.
So I actually don't have much to say because I missed the lecture.
Okay, you
But
can listen.
my concern, I can, if I can listen to the recording, I will be happy. But my concern is how can I obtain a product? Because I have a couple of people who are interested into getting the product. In fact, my wife and myself listening to the previous presentation, and she decided that we acquire a couple of the products for our aged parent and ourselves. So that's my great concern. We want to get some of the products, but how easy we can get it? Well, we are based in the US.
Okay.
Very good.
So-
Can I just say we didn't record it today, Joseph, but I put out here in the chat, I put out discoveracea.net. I don't know if you came too late.
I don't think it's a good idea because some of them will just go, they will not follow the procedures. Yeah.
No, but
let
it's
them
only
just-
it's only a presentation. It's
I'm
nothing
telling
else
you-
like you can only
Yeah, I'm telling
display.
you because I know Joseph Friend actually just sent it to somebody and they just went in and yeah, I'm speaking from experience. Joseph, you're already part of our platform, right? And you also have that inquiry form as well. You are from Dr. Rashid, right? Cornell, right? Yeah, Joe.
But we are part of Dr. Rashid, but we honor Dr. Rashid Cornell, and then the BRPI form was not going through, and then the process of getting our supply through Cornell is still having some issues. And we have already promised people that we want to bring them an alternative medicine that can be better for them, but then we cannot get through. Like we are fulfilling on our promises to our people. So this is my concern. And I will be very happy if you can settle that, means so we can get a supply reach to Liberia.
I spoke to Dr. Cornell, was it a day, 2 days ago? He was looking for free sample. And I said to him several times, the company doesn't provide free sample. You can order the product under the company name HPI, right? Perhaps you and I will have to have another discussion on this one. As a company, you can order that sample on the lead that we will send to you, Joe. And on the base of that, you can have the company's order as part of your sample in terms of what you can have. Perhaps that's another discussion. That will be another discussion that I will have with you after today's presentation. Yeah, Joe?
Okay, that will be better for me.
Yeah.
Is Joe located in the US?
Yes, it's based in the US.
Okay, Joseph, it's made like that. It's not like that in the UK. It's otherwise, but in the US, when you order the first day, you get free samples. So that means in a small order, you get 6 samples. In a medium order, you get 12 samples.
Yeah,
but in a business order, you get 25 samples.
Yeah, what Conrad was actually looking for wasn't to place any order. Yeah, I'll discuss that one with you a little bit later on that basis. Yeah, so I'm speaking on the basis of evidence that I have before me. Right, let's go to Patricia now. Patricia Gertrude. Right, tell us what you heard so far, the information you've heard, and what will you do with it? Patricia, are you there?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you very clearly.
Okay, sorry, my connection's not very good on my side. You're very intermittent.
You change your hairstyle.
No, I'm just laid back today.
Okay, good. Good, very good. Yeah, tell us.
Right. Okay, I've had some challenges. I'm a recovery coach. People are reluctant. It's a bit difficult. So what I've been doing, I thought, right, what I'm going to do is right. It's very difficult for me because I don't know if I've told you, I've got huge budgetary constraints to the point that right. So what I've decided that I would need to be a testimony. So I'd literally have to try the product. It is expensive. I have actually been given some to try as a present, and so I'm going to do that in the new year. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to try and sell ASEA through my experience. So I'll keep you posted on that. I've only just gotten this far, to be honest.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just been a very challenging month.
That was a donation you received from a friend, right?
Yeah. They thought,
Okay.
since I talk about it so much, I should try it myself. They say they will try it if I'll try it. Nobody's convinced at the moment. So I'm having, yeah, you can imagine. I've just got very difficult people. I have to find new clients and new ways of approaching this. I'm going to start this year, at the end of the year.
Very good. Well, this is based on my own personal experience. If you don't do it yourself, people will ask you, what are you telling me for when you yourself have not done it? You need to be convinced. And if you want to take it up as a business, you need to be doing it yourself. If you want to be giving the testimony about this product, you need to be taking the product yourself. And I'm just sharing with you, I mean, this product over the last 8 months, 9 months, I've been into this product since 23rd of February through Judith and Henry, who have been able to help me to understand. But I was on the next plane to Budapest when I heard about this. And I never looked back. I'm using the product religiously. Like I said, I just developed some hair patches. And all I did was just to use the water, just spray it. Within the last 2 days, all disappeared and so forth. So you need to give the testament of your own product. Otherwise, nobody believes you. That's the reality of it. Okay, excellent, Patricia. Let's go to Elizabeth now. Elizabeth Faloju. Okay, I think you're the sister of Charity. So you and I have spoken. Tell us what you've heard tonight and what is your action plan for 2025?
Thank you. I've heard, and I think I'm going to run with it come 2025, with or without my sister.
Hey,
because
listen.
I'm so convinced. I don't know why. I'm so convinced about what Mr. Eric, talked about. I have some, I don't know. I just feel that it's so true because I'm coming from the science background, and I know a little bit about signaling and molecule signaling. So I will really like to try it and see how it goes. And as a scientist, I believe what the doctor has said. Yes.
Very good. I'm just going to correct one thing, Elizabeth. You cannot move without Catherine. You know that, right? without the front tire, the back tire will not move.
Wow.
Right? So it's me, you,
It was just a joke.
me, you, and Elizabeth. Then we will take Henrik with us. That will run with us.
Yes.
2025. I know we're going to open the account a few days ago. Believe me, no, joke apart. Just talk about the money, talk about the health, right? It's quite interesting, Elizabeth, because you got the scientific background. You and I have spoken at length about 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
With the healing, the interventional property of this particular signaling product. There is no replicate, there is no any product like it in the marketplace. And just imagine you join millions of people around the globe who are actually using their word of mouth just to explain to somebody, and people just buy the product. All right? And the company pays you for doing so. Right? When we started BioNatural Medicine platform 10 years ago, I say I was not even in the picture. But guess what happens? I say I now came into the picture is one of our signature products. And the reason why I'm actually running with it, because I can see the impact of this particular product for myself and my clients. Right? And we have over 3,000 medical doctors around the globe who are working behind us, right, on this particular, who are doing the research and doing all there are over 40,000 peer review in the medical journals about this product. Yeah, you know what I mean by medical review. 40,000, right, about signaling molecule, about ICEA product itself. 40,000, and that's a lot. You saw the picture. Some of you saw the picture I shared with you earlier.
Yes,
right?
yes.
People swallowing, you're in the medical field. I have a patient who used to take 20 tablets a day, right?
Yeah.
But when I recommended, I said, okay, why don't you try? Now, they are reducing the quantity of tablets they take. We are not promoting anything against traditional allopathic intervention, but what we're saying that can be reduced. And that's why our approach is an integrative approach to health and wellness. And that will save even our NHS a lot of money. I'm telling you, some of these people don't need all these tablets, right? They can leave stuff behind so that other people who actually need it, right? If I actually needed it myself, I will equally take the tablet, but I don't need it because I have already the longevity supplement like Redox that can deal with a lot of miracles in terms of what my body actually craves in the process. Elizabeth, you and I will have to sit down. You can tell me now tomorrow, but I'll send you a message. But what I'm going to suggest, you and your sister, you can actually open just one account like a partnership, right? We will help you to start promoting it week in, week out. You see, Harry, you see what time it is now in where Harry lives? It's about 3 a.m. But he sits up, he demonstrating. I'm only joking. He's just an hour ahead of the UK time. But Henrik, 3 a.m. sometime, he's sending me messages, information, preparing for this, preparing for that. And guess what happens, Elizabeth? In January, we are doing a road show in Birmingham, right? On the 31st and 31st of January, 1st of February. And we're going to be doing 7 and 8 in London. And all of you are going to be highly invited, bringing a lot of people. You're going to be seeing what we're going to be doing in 2025. We want to make people healthier, and we want to make them wealthier at the same time. Ndela, you're back on holiday. From what you heard for tonight, tell us your own verdict in terms of how you're going to move forward with this particular. You heard from Elizabeth, you heard from Charity, Catherine, Otovia, you heard from Joseph. Otovia, I'm going to come back to you in a moment. Ndela, tell us exactly what you've heard and what you're going to do with this information in 2025. Ndela. Nila, are you there? Okay, let's go to Sam Baker. Sam Baker, what you've heard for tonight, give me your own verdict. Sam Baker, I can remember, is also in the health and wellness industry. Sam, tell us exactly what you've heard tonight and what you're going to do with it in 2025. Sam, are you there? Hello, Sam. Okay, let's go now to Kadiatu Bangura. Lady Bangura, what you've heard for tonight and what you're going to do with it in 2025. Are you there, Bangura? Or have you come to cook? Henry's already had his dinner, so he doesn't need any food now.
We had Christmas yesterday.
Exactly. Okay, let me see who else is there. We've spoken to Charity. We spoke to Gertrude. Yeah, Andrew is there. Andrew, what you've heard so far in 2024, what are you going to do with it in 2025? We need to bang on. You're one of our entrepreneurs as well. Yes, Andrew.
Yeah, I've worked out my strategy. Not going to disclose it to you guys. It's supposed to be a surprise. Instead of messing around with, say, 10, 15 people, I'll be reaching 4 million people.
Wow.
And watch this space.
Henry will not be sleeping.
Yeah, definitely. I have acquired the tools to do so. But let's wait until I execute that move. You probably won't know that it's happened, but I will address everybody by telling them when and so on. But yes, great presentation, Henry. The optimism for 2025 is great for all the people who are on this platform, and it being Christmas Day today, you know, it's just quite surprising, as Sonny has said, Dr. Sonny has said, is we don't sleep and we keep going because there's a lot of people around the world who is not well. And here we have the tools, we have the means of making them well, even though within the constraint of a supplement that we have a great testing facility as well. So School of Bionatural Medicine is very, very optimistic for 2025, and optimism is probably our password for 2025. So as we look forward to the new year, we look forward to new strategies, new ways of bringing in more people, because it's not a secret anymore what ICEA can do and the BP technology that we have. So with everything all, you know, blended in, we should really achieve some really landmark achievements in 2025. So that's my take on it. And Merry Christmas to everybody, or Happy Holidays. So yeah, that's it for me. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's so true, PGG, but Patricia. A lot of people, like I said, you know, they're swallowing up a lot of medical pills, even when they know the side effect. But when you're giving them something natural to the body, they become a researcher themselves. Right? But this is what people are. Our mandate is not to convince anybody, as far as what we're doing. Our mandate is to provide the information which this platform is designed for. And take it from me, this platform, yeah, you have 18, 19, 20, 25, sometimes 30, sometimes 50 something. This is going to be a coveted platform in 2025 because so many people will come with so many testimonials. We're going to be doing a lot of road shows around the whole of UK and globally. We have planned visit to about 5 different countries. Rwanda is one of them. In fact, the government of Rwanda is actually inviting us to come with the ASEA product. Can you imagine where we're going with this? It's going to be crazy. And all of you, we want you to be flying with us, right? We're not only just going to be enjoying ourselves, but we're going to be providing solution to people's problems. And in the process, we have great time. Yes, Faithful Charity. Catherine.
Yes, sir. I know that
Yes.
it's on Saturday that you talk about the business aspect of it. I want to know more about the affiliate marketing, and the fee structures and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will do that. In fact, you and me can do that tonight after this particular presentation, because your sister was waiting for you. You didn't want to do anything behind you, right? He said, if Catherine is not there, I will not sign up for a single moment. So the three of us can have a joint call this evening. And if you are open to it in the next, let's say around about 9:50 your time. Are you okay with that, Catherine? And
I'm okay. It's holiday period, so I'm okay.
Elizabeth,
but I don't know whether my sister is okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
I
okay.
will call you.
My sister.
We will do what is called we will do a three-way call by WhatsApp, right?
Okay.
And, we'll have your account functioning in readiness for 2025. Believe me, a lot of you are going to make money. Let me tell you guys something. Since I've been doing this business for the last 10 months now, since Harry and Judy introduced me to this business, I always say to Harry, I said, look, don't even promote the marketing side of it. Just tell people about the health and wellness benefit. The product sells itself. We don't need to do any marketing, right? So yeah, I know Patricia is saying about people. Unfortunately, don't worry about people. Even when you hold, I'd like you to try this tomorrow on your high street. Just take £5 on your hand, just raise it up on the high street. You say, anyone, this is £5. Anyone who would like to come forward and pick it up. I tried it before. Over 100 people walked by. They think I was crazy. Right? This a few years ago. I was on the high street and I held on to it. Why was I doing that research? I was doing that research just to demonstrate. Even when you're giving people something that is going to provide solution for them, they will walk past it. They're looking for something else. It's crazy. But
and the £5, that's actually what this costs per day. So
exactly.
when people is telling me, like Patricia, of course you're saying that it's expensive and a lot of people is spending money on a lot of other rubbish stuff. I think like £5.
Yes.
You can never say that it's expensive. You can say it's a lot of money. That's correct. But expensive is something else, because I have seen people went from crazy conditions after drinking ASEA. And you can never, ever convince these people that this is expensive, because they got their life back or they are still alive. So when you meet such people and having hugs from such people, you find out the right payment in this company is not only about money. It's about hugs and goosebumps. When you make some changes for people that shouldn't be possible, and maybe somebody you know right now. I did that with my best friend who had this terrible disease in his back, that your back is doing like this, and it started when he was 28 years old. He was laying in bed for 2 years, and for 3 years he couldn't sit down on a chair. He could only lay and stand. That was terrible as a friend to see that, and he's 20 years younger than me. So he didn't believe in this when I came out with these bottles. He was the very first I came out to, because I really felt it was not fair that René was having that life. But we can have René on the line when we're making presentation. He's perfect in English to tell what it is like to have a new life. With 21 pills per day, 2 times morphine injections only to be alive, spending 14 days every day in bed, only to have 3.5 hours where he could sleep. And he was screaming because his back was doing like this. So we knew each other from frisbee. You know, when you take frisbees out on hundreds yards in disc golf, it's called disc golf. And of course, that was the opposite of disc golf. That was to see René and coming out there. It was like coming to visit a grandfather or something like that. Just that after 8 years, we were only 4 left, 4 friends who still were coming there, because he knew 1 hour away from his home, then he had to stay a whole week in the bed again if it was more than 1 hour. So during that hour, he's going to go to the supermarket, go into the town. So we were a few friends still driving him there when I met this product. And in the testimonial, he can tell, actually, we made a testimonial on him in my Danish side, where my friend is
Merry
telling,
Christmas.
when he's standing in, we are in South Africa together in the savannah, and he's telling about no medication and no morphine anymore. And that's important.
There you go.
Money is not important. When you make such change for just one in your life, you're gonna feel what that's how that feels. Because after you just get that one hug from somebody who you helped, then you're really very, very ready for skeptic people.
Yeah.
Actually, you don't care about it. It's only about, what about you? It's not about people's opinion. I'm not asking, after 9 years, I'm not asking prospects about their opinion. I know about the product. I had the hugs. I've seen everything around the world. I'm just asking people, are you open? And that's a very important word for me. When I look for people, that's the first word I look for. Open. Otherwise, I'm not going to have anybody with anything with them to do. It's going to be open for new solutions, like Dr. Sonia is saying. New solutions, not something that your doctor is coming with, that he's having a high commission to put into your body no matter what's going to happen. So people's going to be open for new solution, open for new opportunities to earn money. Not like the same that your father, mother, grandfather, all your family, they were going to exchange time for money all their life. New money, and all the time having a stress with money all the time. And that's exchanging time for money. I'm going to teach you all in what is residual income. You're normally only having residual bills. To have a residual income, that means to have a customer that's going to be so happy about drinking this. That's very good. Losing weight, having better, less pain, sleeping at night. But every month, they're going to reorder if they want to. We are not forcing anybody to do anything. In opposite, we are having 30 days they can test it out. But most of these people you're going to see, they are continuing, of course, to, if they stop, they're going to have their old life back. But every time they order at home, so you get the customer once, but every month you're paid. If I think about some of the first customer I got 9 years ago, I had commissioned more than 100 times. And for one case of ASEA only 4 bottles for 1 month, that gives me more than 20 pounds. But 20 pounds per month in more than 100 months, then I'm quite good paid for that 30 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So think about that residual income. People will go to a brick wall just to find out about it. If you're a good singer, you're going to earn a lot of money because you made a great song. Or George Michael's family, they earn a lot of money about Last Christmas every time they are paid.
Yep.
On the UK, you have a fantastic example with Harry Potter. Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, Catherine.
I've got a question. I think I might have made a mistake. I've told people that it actually heals. So if you have a condition, a medical condition, after a certain amount of time, the condition will go. Is that correct, or is it that
We-
the condition will go only as long as you are taking the supplement?
I told about the gene expression also in this presentation. Cells, it's helping your cells all your life. For every glass of ASEA Redox you drink, it will help your cells for the rest of your life. I told a doctor about that, because what if I drink ASEA for 2 years and then I stop to drink ASEA for 2 years? And he told me it's like when you say to me, I was running 3 miles every day for 2 years, 2 years ago. I didn't do that the last 2 years. It was actually like the same. He said, what you are doing is never going to come back to you. It's only going to do good. So you can raise your level of your redox signal moleculing function in your body. Otherwise, every day it will decrease. Now it will still decrease, but not in that level. It will decrease for surely. Yeah, I'm going to show you at Saturday. I can show you some before and after pictures and how I lost 27 kilos and also how I can actually look younger today than I did 10 years ago. So, of course, when I meet some friends, like I was out in the town here during the Christmas time, some of my friends that didn't see me for 15 years, they are totally shocked. Like, how did you do that? Of course, when they meet you and you look younger, like when they met you 10, 15 years ago. And of course, also I went from another size. So, of course, you are a walking commercial. And that's how we share this product. That's telling our testimonial. I teach people to have an elevator, no, that's called a lift in the UK, a lift conversation. So you're from the 8th floor to the 2nd floor. You can still find out in only 1 minute if people are open. Some people are open and you can feel it directly. I made a fantastic product half a year ago. I had a lot of problems. Now I have a great life. You want to hear more? Actually, that's enough to find out if people is open.
Yep.
I was going to work all my
Also-
life for 20 years. Now I have freedom. Are you open? It's not
Also-
that people can go home and Google to something negative. It's only that you find out if people are open.
Also, in addition to that, with what Henry just mentioned, Patricia, is that the analogy I normally use, when you have an optician prescribes some glasses for you, and the fact that you're able to see and it has done some sort of correctional adjustment to your sight, do you start wearing the glasses? Usually not. And the other issue with our body, sadly, people only go to doctors when the symptom has appeared. It would be better if they have taken preventative strategy so that the symptom will not appear in the first case. So remember what this redox signaling does. It activates, right, your whole body functionality. It activates your hormone. It activates your immune capability. This is the big thing. So it'd be better if we have something that help our cell to function up to a balanced degree. That's all you need. Some people might decide to not to take it at all. Because that situation had disappeared. But our body is so complex. In one of my doctor friends said is a complex machine in the universe, our body. And because of that complexity, it changes at any point in time. So preventative medicine is what even the big pharmas are actually clamoring about at the moment. NHA have been doing a lot of researches in the last 20 years on preventative strategy. Yeah, you heard of this saying, prevention is better. And I always say to you, it is also cheaper than cure. My recommendation would be use it all the time, every time, and so forth. Okay, we're going to take our final person for tonight. Jimna, Jimna, from what you've heard tonight so far, yes, Elizabeth, or no, Catherine, it is organic, all the supplement. There are no toxicity. They are friend to the body. Jimna, yes, from what you heard so far, what are you going to do with it in 2025?
It's really nice to hear about that. It's very nice for all the humankind, and it's very helpful. And I'm really very eager to go ahead with that. My question is this: that so many people in UK are suffering from cancer and lots of pain. Will it really helpful for them? If it's so, I can book an appointment with the NHS doctors and make them to convince them. So I know personally so many people. My brother, he's a cancer specialist, and I know so many people are suffering from lots of pain also. So will it helpful for that?
Very good. Excellent. Okay. Now, of all the people in the UK, how many of them, Jimna, do you think they have cells in their body?
We human beings, not only in UK, everybody are having the cells.
Jimna, I've not heard you. How many people in the UK or in America or in India or in China or in Moscow, how many of them do you think they have cells in their body?
8 million population in the world, they are having the cells.
Exactly, 8 billion. So the signaling supports the 8 billion people, basically. It doesn't matter the medical condition. You know, they say people are suffering from cancer. People are suffering from, you know, the reason for that? Because they're what is called dysfunctional performance of their cells. That's the cause of the problem. Dr. Dick Walker says, every medical condition in our body, any adverse medical condition is caused by the fact that our cells are not functioning to their proper degree. That's it. So if these people have problem with their cells, if they have cells, yes, this particular reader signaling will support them. I'm going to give you one idea. Don't try to present it to anybody that you meet. You can invite me or you can invite Henry direct. We are able to provide you with that support directly. Because if you're trying to explain it, it's like me trying to explain how to fly an aircraft. I don't know anything about aircraft. You see the point? So a lot of people don't know anything about it. It's, oh, people are not listening. It's not because they're not listening, because you're not giving them the right information. Have you ever tried to stop the analogy I used? Have you ever tried to stop somebody who is going to the toilet?
No, can't.
Yeah, he said to you, I'm just going to use the washroom. You say, yeah, just for 1 second. You think they're going to listen to you? They wouldn't, because they will not even understand, because their focus is not on what you're going to be telling them now. Their focus is their destination, where they're going to. So you need to have the proper environment, the proper explanation in terms of what this product does. It is not meant for just, you know, walking and you're trying to catch somebody's attention. This is a proper redefinition of what people need to do, what people need to know.
Another thing what's very important is also that we have to be compliant. Because I know what we're having in our hands. And if you go and look what this is doing to animals, pets, what this is doing to plants, you can see that this is life. It's signaling. We can do that with everything, but we are not allowed to tell what this can do, because it's a food supplement. It's not a medicine. So therefore, it's a huge difference between a medicine, a medication, and a food supplement. So it doesn't matter if all kind of food supplement, fish oil, anything in Europe, it's only in Europe like that. You're going to meet our American doctors. We can bring one of them here on the line. We had him here, one of my very good friend, Aaron Kaufman. He have used Acea Redox on patients for 13 years. And he's a long distance runner, and he's plus 70. So we can maybe bring him to make a presentation here during January, where he can tell crazy story. Also, how he, on the side of being a doctor, have built this business to such a level that he's having a normal yearly income every month from ASEA in residual income. Because if you're coming to a doctor and now you're having one product in the table instead of this pill for this, and you're going to have this one here, and you're going to, it doesn't matter. It's about cell communication. You said about your sleep, okay? You said your back pain. What about your wife's her ADHD? Oh, we are not going to mention. But of course, everything is about imbalance. So you're going to find out how you're doing as soon as you're going to drink it. Because you're going to feel how this tastes. And the worse it's going to taste, the more your body needs it. So if you're going to test this out on your kid, take your son or your daughter, less than 12 years old or 15 or something, they are only going to taste soft water. Taste good,
Very good,
but soft water. But everybody else is going to taste pool water. And the more imbalance you're in, the more the worse it's going to taste. And you're going to see if you take a cancer patient, like we were mentioned about cancer. I always say to people before they're going to taste it, are you feeling okay, or how are you feeling? Because I did that in a road show, like an exhibition here in Denmark. 3 girls coming to me there, plus 50. And I asked them again before testing this, said to them, it's going to taste like pool water. How are you doing? Oh, only a little bit. And 2 of them, I could see that it was tasting like pool water. Yeah. But the 3rd one, she was running and finding a bin and throwing up directly when she took it in. And I went to her without her friends could hear me. And I said to her, do you know something about this? And she said, I have lymph cancer. I have cancer in my lymph, and my friends don't know. So directly, when you drink it, you find out how you're feeling. I only taste water for 8 years, just that I know I can run now also 10 miles. I never ran all my life. But if I run more than that, 12, 13 miles, then I'm going to taste so much chlor that I'm almost throwing up. So if you challenge your body like that, you can really feel that it's tasting otherwise. But normally only like soft water when you're doing well. And that's also like I heard somebody saying there, yeah, but why should I drink that before I have some problems? And you know, it's especially men is saying like that. Why should I drink something when I'm not having a problem? And you know, men, it's very good to say about cars. Now I saw you bought a new BMW. Congratulations. You're driving in that car until it's coming smoke out of the motor. No, I'm driving to service. Oh, why? Yeah, to find out if everything is okay. Okay. And what about yourself? Men is driving with the red lamp on. And I learned that very often from a doctor here when I had anti-stress course 20 years ago. That men, when they're driving in their nice Audi out there on the highway and the red lamp starts, then they're taking the car in the side, keys out, sitting like this, help. Somebody come to take this to a mechanic because it's really something that I don't know anything about. My dear car is having a red lamp. But when the red lamp is going on in the body, it's something else with men. They are knocking on the screen. Maybe it's then turning out, driving a little bit faster the day after. Maybe then it's going out of itself. Something that you would never do in the car. And that was why this doctor told me, that's why it's always men who's going to have a stroke, something suddenly coming. It's not suddenly coming. You were driving with that red lamp for a long time. You just ignored it. You would never do that in the car, but too many men is doing that much too often.
Very good. It has been a wonderful day today. And this is what we have time for. So we had to bring this to a conclusion. If you feel that today being a Christmas day and the information that you heard today was useful, and it was necessary, allow you to put number 2 in the chat box. If you feel, yeah, on a Christmas day, we have this presentation and we have to be grateful for Henry, who was actually willing and able to give us this information today. If you feel, yeah, it was useful, look at my 222. My 2 is going on. Look at that. Yeah, if you feel, okay. So I'm sure all of these are going to go into the record that you have found today very, very useful. And
just 1 second, Sonny. Sorry, I put out.
Officially, we have actually now closed. So, yeah, Henry, you have to make it conclusively. Otherwise, we're never going to close this.
Only with Dick Walker. With Dick Walker, like you said, with Dick Walker, I put out this redox guide. It's also that people start to drink this. It's so important that you do it the right way, keeping it in the mouth for 30 seconds, no eating and drinking 5 minutes before and after. Half of it is to do it the right way. And to do it the right way, I put this redoxguide.com. There you're going to see this fantastic doctor that is one of Sonny's favorite, Dr. Dick Walker, telling about why is the taste like this, how to take it, how long should I take it before I feel something. Everything basic from a real specialist. And if you know, instead of telling about this, like I heard you were going to tell about, we can't tell about cancer and all this, but we can tell to the border, to the edge. But of course, to do that to the edge, the best presentation you can get right now is the other one I put out, Discover Redox, discoveracea.net. That presentation is only, the only thing you can do there is press play. And then it's 35 minutes with the best presenter of the world, Alan Noble. And this December presentation, so it's only running 1 week more. This December presentation, you have a great testimonial in there with a brain surgeon, a brain doctor who had a car crash. And when you're seeing his car, it's really incredible that somebody just survived that. And he was in wheelchair, everything. But he's telling there what happened with himself. And for the last 9 years, he have used Acea Redox on other patients with brain damages. So he's showing in that presentation x-rays with 3 months before and after from both sides from all his patients and all numbers that you can see directly. And I know some doctors are sitting here on the line. So please go and watch that presentation, discoveracea.net. Only thing to do, press play, see a fantastic presentation, and hear an incredible.
Henry, can you just put it on the chat box, please?
Yes, I do it once again here because I really want to hear your different.
Again.
Discover.
Okay, we just have 2 minutes extra, and after that 2 minutes, the platform will be brought to a close. discoveracea.net. That's the one.
Actually, I have this site in my business card because every month there's going to come a fresh new presentation again. And this presenter is fantastic, Alan Noble. You're going to meet him. He's from Ireland. And yeah, did incredible in this company, living in Texas. So we can also have him to London, Alan Noble, to make presentations. Because he's our upline, he's working together with us. So, but incredible guy, and please watch the presentation. And the reason why I have this in my business card, again, I don't need to be a specialist because when I contact somebody and I sound like a super specialist, and I know a lot of things about this, but people get scared. They think like, oh, Patricia, all this you can tell me, I can never ever be as good as you are. But if the only thing you are doing is sharing a site, they are going to do the exactly same. They are going to watch that site and thinking, oh, wow, it can help me. It can help them. I'm going to send this site to somebody else. And suddenly it's this incredible site making all the job for you. It's an incredible tool. So use the tools instead of being a specialist. You're going to learn much more in the future about this, but it's urgent. There's some people waiting for you.
Sorry, I've just tried it. It sends me to Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom one.
Not .com, .net.
Yeah, that's what I put in there. Discoveracea.net, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do it.
We are going to have we're going to have a joint call in the next 5 minutes, Elizabeth. Right. Officially, this particular platform is now come to a close, and we look forward to see you on Saturday, 10 a.m. UK time, and next Wednesday, right, which is going to be on the 1st of January. Don't come alone. Bring a lot of your friends.
Yes.
Will benefit from the. Do not explain this particular science. Don't do a makeshift sort of presentation. Bring them to a proper channel so that they receive the right information. Don't convince nobody. Just
Can you see my